I'm looking at becoming the next member of parliament in my constituency. If you buy into my vision, I believe that you have made a right choice. And I'm going to start from becoming the MP of my constituency. North Dine should be ready for me. Every citizen of Ghana needs freedom. If someone like me, I should become the president of Ghana today, forgetting about my political affiliation.
Okay.
Trust me, Piotr will come back to 20%. Some of our leaders in Ghana, they are not serving our interests. I'm the pride of my mom. Benson is of the people, from the people, with the people, and always by the people. I will liberate the people from the pool of challenges and captivity, and I would make them swim in the pool of freedom and success.
Bye. Welcome to our channel, and today I have here with me Mr. Benson, the Greater Accra Regional SRC President. So without wasting my time, I'd like to ask him questions and know how his experience has been so far on campus. You're welcome to our channel, Mr. Benson.
Thank you very much.
So quickly, just something small about yourself.
All right, so as you said early on, my name is Benson Morgan, the Greater Accra Regional SRC President, and I also hail from the Volta region of Ghana. And currently, I'm also in the University of Professional Studies, Accra, level 200, reading the program Business Administration. So that's something little I can say about myself.
That's something little you can say about yourself. Okay. Have you taken up any leadership role on campus?
Actually, with the requirement of the SRC constitution and our various department constitutions, you need to be in level 200 before you can aspire for any leadership position. But as a student activist, it's already in my blood. So when I came to level 100, I was helping students, I was advocating for students, and I'm still doing that. And probably we have an upcoming SRC and departmental election. So I'm also aspiring for the position of the ABAS Vice President. ABAS means Association of Business Administration Students.
Okay.
Actually, in GHS, yes, I did. I was just a house prefect in GHS.
Okay.
Yes, and I didn't know that I would end up, or I would see myself advocating for students in the future. But it has happened.
It has happened.
Yes.
So coming up, what did you want to become?
Okay, so I remember one time when I was around 7 years, I told my mom that I want to become the president of Ghana. He struck my back. Bang! He told you want to become a president of Ghana. And I said, Mommy, why? He says he knows politicians that they die very young because sometimes if your opposition sees that you are overtaking certain things which he is not able to achieve, they just kill you all of a sudden and they end up your life over there. So my mom has never allowed me to actually become a politician. So I understood her in one way or the other. But as it speaks in your blood, you can't do away from it. Yeah. Yes, you can't do away from it. So that is it. I would one day want to become the president of Ghana and a businessman indeed.
Yeah. So that's very, very nice. What inspired you to aspire for all these kind of positions?
Okay, so I would always commend my currently he's a headmaster of St. John's Grammar Senior High School. I remember when I was admitted in St. John's Grammar as a Form 1 student, I was helping in the in the chapel one way or the other. I was an usher, and got to a time our seniors were on vacation whilst we were in school. So I decided to take that leadership mantle and lead the school when it comes to chaplaincy. Yeah. So then he was a housemaster. His name is Mr. Che Thomas, and wherever you are, I would say a very big thank you to you. He told me that, Benson, I would want you to become the school prefect of St. John's Grammar. Don't limit yourself to chaplaincy. I would want you to become the school prefect of St. John's Grammar. I didn't know that he was prophesying into my life, and I didn't want to become a school prefect actually, because I know how the school prefects suffer. I know what they go through, accusations and persecutions from students. So I didn't want to become the school prefect. But unfortunately and fortunately for him, he was transferred from the school, from a housemaster. He was transferred to a different school as a headmaster. So, and before that, whenever this man sees me, he calls me school prefect. Whenever he sees me, he calls me school prefect. So actually, with my prefectship, it wasn't by election, it was by appointment. I was appointed as a school prefect and the SRC president of St. John's Grammar Senior High School. So, in short, that was where my leadership started from, actually. Yes.
Okay, so talking about your you being the senior boys prefect for St. John's Grammar, how was everything? How was the experience? be both positive and negative.
Actually, it was hell when it comes to the negative aspect. It was a hell. You know, students wouldn't want a strict leader. When it comes to leadership in high schools, students would never prefer a strict leader. But I wasn't a strict person actually when I had the intentions of going for the school prefect position. But my housemasters wanted me to be seizing phones from students who bring phones to school and stuff. And you know, as a boarder, I would have to maintain that discipline in the school, and as a school prefect as well, because if there is indiscipline among my colleagues, I would be the one to be blamed. So I started seizing phones in school, and my colleagues hated me for that because I was seizing phones, especially the girls. They never liked me. If you sit here and someone mentioned Benson, the person will stand up. Yes, they never liked me. So that was one experience, and they wanted to put me into a lot of problems. So I remember one time 2 girls connived and they went to report me to the assistant head administration that I proposed to one, and in fact I knew I didn't do it. But these students they insisted that
you did it.
Yes, I did it. Okay, fine. I proposed to her. If I proposed to her, was it in school? They said it wasn't in school, we were in the house. And I started administration says, if it's in the house, then that one, it's your own problems. Yes. And actually, I knew I didn't do it. So I wasn't bothered that, I did it or I didn't do it. Yes. But with the positive aspect, it actually gave me the morale, it gave me the enthusiasm to be able to speak in public and to speak to whosoever I meet, regardless the status. And it also groomed me to become a good leader. Yes. So through that, I learned that a leader must be patient in most cases or in most aspects. As a leader, you need to be patient in everything that you do. And you must also be able to possess some leadership qualities, know how to talk to your colleagues and others.
Okay. On that side of leadership role, personally, I have an experience, being the head boy of a school. You create a lot of problems. You create a lot of enemies for yourself. You personally, Sir Benson, how did you manage that kind of situation? How did you manage the enemies you created for yourself?
It was never easy. Up till now, people still hate me for my for me being disciplined in school. But it's a very serious thing how to manage the enemies you have, because sometimes you feel like the enemies that you've created, you should try as much as possible and to befriend them one way or the other. But because you have once hurt them, they will never forgive you. And there is a saying that political sins are not forgiven. Some people will never forgive you for it. And I'm ready for all the consequences. And I accept every consequences. Yes. So managing them is very, very, very difficult.
You made mention of being aspiring for a vice president, SRC vice president.
ABAS, a departmental
a
vice president.
departmental vice president. So, how is the preparation so far?
Actually, it's a big work because you need to talk to every student that you see, especially if you have SRC ambitions in the future. So whoever you see, you need to talk to the person, befriend the person, let the person know that you guys are friends. Yes, so that the person can also pay tribute when the time comes in order for the person to vote for you. So we go around the classrooms, we make announcements of our ambitions, we speak to people in the classrooms. Sometimes you do go to the hostels, you go and talk to the students over there because they are the ones going to vote.
Exactly.
So you combine all these things with your other activities as well. It's not easy. Sometimes before you get home, or by the time you get home, you are fully exhausted and you wouldn't be able to do anything. You just have to sleep.
I was just about asking you that question, how you blend your leadership role with academic work.
To be frank with you, leadership is a different program on its own.
Exactly.
And as you are in an intellectual community as well, you are studying a program or you are reading a program. So it's just like you being into leadership and being into education as well. So you blend all of them. You realize that you are not too bad here, you are not too bad here, you are not too good here, you are not too good here. So you become a factor on its own. Exactly. So you may not be, when left for the leadership alone, you can be an excellent student. But if you blend leadership to your academics, you may not be an excellent student, but you will be above average. Yes. Because the leadership takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of time. Assuming you have 8 hours to learn, and you've divided it 8 hours, and you've given 4 hours to your books and 4 hours to whatever you do as a leader. It takes a lot of time. But we also have some people who are able to, because those people, they are naturally talented when it comes to academics.
Like you.
Yes, like me, exactly. Like me. They are naturally talented when it comes to academics. So we have people like that.
So far, with your campaigns, going around hostels and classroom to classroom, what has been the challenge so far?
You know, we human beings, we have individual differences. And we have introverts among us as well. Some people, when you approach them, actually, they sometimes kill your spirit. They are not entertaining. Sometimes, especially if you are not lucky, sometimes the girls do that. If you go and meet them, you are speaking to them, assuming you meet about 4 people, you realize that 1 out of that 4, he or she is not even paying attention to you. Maybe the person will just be looking on her phone and doing something else. Even if you approach her, the way she will even accommodate you will not be entertaining. So sometimes they do kill your spirit. But as a leader, you should know how to adapt to all sorts of environments. So we still move on. You know, depending on the environment in which you find yourself, then you adapt to that reality. So when I was the SRC president or the senior boys prefect in St. John's Grammar, I was still, at the same time, I was still the Greater Accra Regional SRC president. I was able to know a lot of people, and I was able to meet a lot of people. I got the opportunity just to walk into the Greater Accra Regional Director of Education's office without booking an appointment with her. And I was able to meet big people, high people in high offices. I was even able to meet the NUPS president, currently His Excellency Dennis Abiala. So you try as much as possible to create links for yourself. Yes.
And how has these links you've created, how has it benefited you?
Okay, so sometimes you will be there, you will see yourself as just a small boy, but you will see that a big man will just call you and say, Benson, I need your help. Yes. So sometimes I remember they needed NUCS, that's National Union of Ghana Students, the regional SRC rep on their National Executive Committee. So I remember one time they needed to have some health talk in the various senior high schools. So they had to call me to seek for my help. How would I help them? How would I liaise with the various headmasters in order to have the program being done? And I was able to do that. So a lot of people will know you. So that's the thing.
So Sir Benson, from how you are talking, can I say that you are a politician?
I will not deny that fact. Because as far as I have the ambitions of becoming the future president of Ghana, I will not deny that fact.
Okay. You see, so this ambition has to come with you joining a political party. Let me come on to that side. So, do you have a political party you associate yourself with?
Yes, I have a political party.
So,
I have a political party.
Why did it take so long for you to?
Oh no, you see, people sabotage you, especially at a very young age. They sabotage you when they see that you are affiliated to a particular political party. Yes. So it took me some few seconds to contemplate on that. Yes. Yes, I mean, I'm affiliated to a political party, but I'm not going to make that known to the public now. I know when the right time comes, everybody will know that this is where Benson is affiliated to. I know some of my friends and colleagues know where I come from as to which political party I'm being affiliated to, but I'm not going to make it known to the public now. If you get it to know it for yourself, then that's fine. And I also got an opportunity to be in one of the presidential, one of the upcoming presidential candidates campaign video. Yes, which will be launched very soon.
So can you talk a bit about that?
Oh, okay. So it was just a short interview. When you see the man, what comes into your mind? I mean, the presidential candidate, the upcoming presidential candidate of one of our major two major political parties.
So, yeah, talking in proverbs.
Yes, I'm talking in proverbs.
But I understand what he's trying to say. So if you also understand, let us know in the comment section. All right, continue, sir.
All right, so it was just a short video. What comes into your mind when you hear the name of this person? Why do you want this person to become your president? And what are the person's track records that you know? So I think these were the things we were asked in the video.
On your role of leadership, what has been the most embarrassing moment of your time?
Sometimes, okay, so I realized one of the embarrassing, I'll give you two.
Okay.
Yes, okay. So one embarrassing moment is that sometimes you have, you make decisions and you realize that your colleagues or, as a leader, when you make decisions, you must get some people to support you or some followers to support your decisions for you, so that when you go to meetings for approval, those people can speak on your decision.
Yeah.
So when we went for meetings, I realized that all the people that I had to speak on my vision, they all withdrew back, and I was surprised. So you realize that your dream to execute an initiative was just kicked away. Yes, so that's one embarrassing moment. And my second embarrassing moment was when some two girls went to report me to the Assistant Head Administration that I proposed to them. In fact, I didn't know what to say, but I know that as the truth exists, there is nothing that can make me change my mind on my decisions, as far as I'm on the lane of the truth.
So those particular embarrassing moments, how did you take all those moments? How did you handle it, per se?
It's part of leadership. I stepped into the shoes of the current president of Ghana, looking at the challenges he's facing, the bombarding words Ghanaians are giving him every day. And I said, no, if the president is able to stand millions of people or to stand the insult of millions of people, how more 6,000 or 8,000 students?
Yeah. Okay, so Sir Benson, it's getting fun and interesting. So after tertiary, are you going fully into politics?
Definitely. Definitely.
I'm going fully into politics. What plans do you have?
Actually, I'm looking at becoming the next member of parliament in my constituency.
And what is that constituency?
That's Northern constituency.
Next, wow. Your final words to the people who are looking up to some of the people like you, who want to be like you. What words do you have for those people?
So, as a young and an upcoming leader, I'm pleading with all my followers. I know people do trust and they buy into my vision. If you buy into my vision, I believe that you have made a right choice. And today is 27th of February 2023. And I shall say this, that whoever that would trust in my vision, that person has made a right choice. And I'm going to start from becoming the MP of my constituency. Northern should be ready for me in the next few years. I'm coming to liberate them. I know that every Ghanaian and every citizen of Ghana needs freedom. So I'm going to give them that freedom. They should be ready for me. I'm going to liberate them from captivity and put them into the pool of freedom.
Wow, indeed, he's really a politician. You made mention of you are taking Ghanaians or people from captivity. Who told you they are in captivity? Or why are you saying that?
Aren't you suffering in that?
Okay. Well, I don't know.
You are not suffering in Ghana. If you are not suffering in Ghana, I know of people who are suffering.
Really?
I know a lot of people that are suffering. Right now, if you buy pure water, how much is it?
It's 50 pesos.
It's 50 pesos.
Yes.
Good. It's 50 pesos.
Yes.
If someone like me, I should become the president of Ghana today, forgetting about my political affiliation.
Okay.
Trust me, pure water will come back to 20 pesos. I know when you get there it's very difficult.
Yes,
but if you truly have the people at heart, you will put measures in place to make sure that you serve the best interests of the people. And it is only the best interests I shall serve when I become the president of Ghana.
Wow. So I
and it is only the best interest of the people that I shall serve when I become the president of the Republic of Ghana.
Wow.
Just give me some few years. It's a matter of time.
Yes. But we've heard so many statements as you are saying now. But what guarantee are you giving to the people of Ghana and in fact the people watching you? What guarantee do you have for them that yes, indeed, when Benson is elected into power as the president of Ghana in future, you will not let Ghanaians down?
Actually, looking at the current system in Ghana now, I've realized that I'm not saying this, I stand to be corrected, but some of our politicians, if you think you are part of them, fine. I'm not going to mention anyone.
Exactly.
Some of our leaders in Ghana, they are not serving our interests. They are serving their own interests. They are not serving the interests of Ghanaians. Everybody, you know that sometimes you have your own interest to serve. But as far as you have taken the leadership mantle, make sure that you serve your followers nothing at all but their best.
Nothing at all but their best.
Okay. So, actually, I think the previous political parties that have won power and have ruled this country, I believe that everybody talks about unemployment in Ghana. And I believe that they should have created jobs for the people of Ghana. They should create jobs for people. They should have industries in Ghana whereby even a senior high school graduate should be able to work, and they shouldn't pay that person less than 1,000 cedis. They shouldn't pay that person less than 1,000 cedis.
Okay, so Sir Benson, let me just take you back. You made mention of your mom striking you when you told her you want to become the president of Ghana. So now, how is she coping with your decision now?
Okay, currently with my mom, as I always say, I'm the pride of my mom. And she knows that as it stands now, Benson is of the people, from the people, with the people, and always by the people. There is nothing she can do about it again. And she's proud of me with the lane I have taken.
You know, as you're watching this video, make sure you like, you comment, and then you share. So finally, your final words.
My final words to my followers and the people out there, as I always say, Benson is of the people, from the people, for the people, and he will always be by and with the people. So don't worry if you see Benson becoming your upcoming president of Ghana, and which will definitely come to pass. And I'll make sure that I will liberate the people from the pool of challenges and captivity, and I would make them swim in the pool of freedom and success.
Wow. Thank you so much, Sir Benson, for coming on to my show. You know, it's Kasative. As you're watching this video, make sure you like, let me know your comments, and then you share. Subscribe. All right, thank you so much, Sir Benson. It's nice having you on my channel.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.